Introduction. Suppose you are the world's most powerful individual, with millions of followers, under your authority, and you are free to do as you like, but there are always dangers around you, betrayals, illnesses, and wars. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor who lived about 2,000 years ago. He also adhered to Stoicism, an antiquated philosophy that teaches us how to live well in any circumstance. How would you handle such a life? This video will discuss how to apply Stoicism to your everyday life and how it may make you happier and more resilient. The most important thing in life is money. Stoicism helps us focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. For the Stoics, fame, power, or happiness. According to a school of ancient philosophers, virtue was the straightforward solution. In a world full of distractions, how can we attain virtue? Virtue is defined as living in accordance with reason and nature, and doing what is right and good. Temptations and difficulties. Focusing on your own actions and thoughts rather than worrying about what other people do or what happens around you is a fundamental principle of the Stoics. This principle may seem straightforward, but it is difficult to follow. It calls for constant self-awareness, self-discipline, and self-improvement, as well as courage. Knowledge, moderation, and justice. These are the 4 Stoic virtues that enable us to behave properly and sensibly in any circumstance. Among the most well-known Stoics, it would have been easy for Marcus Aurelius to become overwhelmed by his obligations and troubles or corrupted by his wealth and power, but he chose to stay stoic every day by journaling, reflecting on his values and acting on them. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He also wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." He realized that while he had no control over everything that occurred in his environment, he did have control over how he responded to it. He concentrated on what he could do rather than what he couldn't do, on what he could control rather than what was beyond his. What power you have control over. Stoicism provides us with a straightforward guideline, but how do you know what you can manage and what you can't? You have control over your own responses and mindset, but not over the behavior of others or the course of nature. For instance, you have control over how you dress for the weather, but not over the behavior of others. Although you have no control over what someone says to you, you do have control over how you react to them. The reason this distinction matters is that it allows you to stop wasting your time and energy on things that are out of your control. Rather than becoming upset, frustrated, or worried about things that are beyond your control, you can concentrate on bettering yourself and your decisions, which cultivates mental clarity and happiness. Life advice. Do you check your phone first thing in the morning? Watch the news or quickly prepare? These behaviors may cause you to feel agitated and preoccupied. Rather, give this a try before moving forward. Think about your goals and how you will respond to obstacles for a moment. This will assist you in establishing your goals and getting mentally ready for the day. Additionally, the Stoics engaged in awareness. Throughout the day, try to stay present and mindful of your actions, making sure they are in line with your values. For instance, if you value honesty, don't lie or cheat. If you value kindness, don't be rude or mean. By practicing mindfulness, you'll avoid regret and guilt and feel more satisfied with yourself. Mindfulness is paying attention to what you're doing and why you're doing it. It also means being aware of your emotions and thoughts without letting them control you. Lifelong path rather than a quick fix. You must continue to practice it daily in all circumstances. You cannot expect to perfect it in a day, a week, or even a year. You have learnt a lot about Stoicism and how it can help you focus on yourself and deal with challenges. But how can you incorporate it into your daily life? Let's review the key ideas and see how you can apply them every day. First, keep in mind that Stoicism is based on the idea that you can only control your own thoughts, actions, and reactions. Everything else is outside of your control and not worth worrying about. This can free you from anxiety, anger, and frustration. Marcus Aia once said, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing." 2. Engage in self-focus by focusing on your inner state and bringing it into alignment with reason and virtue. Don't let outside circumstances or other people's viewpoints disrupt your tranquility. Instead, consider how you might better yourself and advance society. 3. Become resilient by overcoming obstacles with bravery and discernment. Learn from Marcus Aurelius, who endured a lot as an emperor but never lost his composure or dignity. He used his journal to reflect on his struggles and remind himself of Stoic principles. Finally, every evening, review your day and evaluate your progress by asking yourself what you did well, what you did wrong, and what you can do better tomorrow. By doing these things, you can embrace Stoicism as a way of life and reap its benefits. Like Marcus Aurelius, you can learn to prioritize yourself and lead a calm, resilient life with a little daily practice. We're attempting something novel and thrilling, fellow Stoics. You will select the subject of our upcoming Stoicism video. Here's how it works. Please leave a comment below with a Stoicism-related issue or query that you would like to see addressed. Then, go through the suggestions and give the ones that interest you a thumbs up. The remark with the most likes will be the subject of our upcoming video. This is your opportunity to lead us on our path to Stoicism. Can't wait to see your suggestions and dive deep into the topic you choose now that you have learned some Stoic principles and how to practice them daily. It's time to challenge yourself. Don't just watch this and forget about it. Put it into action every day. Try to focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't see, how it changes your mood, your relationships, and your life. This is not easy, but it is worth it. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. You have the wisdom of the Stoics to guide you and the example of Marcus Aurelius to inspire you. He was a man who faced many challenges but never lost his calm and his virtue. He wrote in his meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength until next time." I hope you will find strength in these words and in yourself. Leave a thumbs up to help us reach more people in search of ancient wisdom. If you are new here, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more lessons on ancient wisdom. I appreciate you viewing, and keep in mind that the secret to living a happy life is to concentrate on what you can control and let go of what you